Oh, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Nurse Jordan.
Well, I don't feel well today.
Describe your symptoms, please.
Well, I was playing badminton outside, and then I felt this crazy pain, and then all of a sudden, my leg's all puffy, and there's a lot of weird scratches.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Kristen.
Nice to meet you.
Let's see here. What do we have? It looks like you have some abrasions and discoloration around the swelling, and the region feels warmer than normal. This concerns me. Have you traveled to anywhere around the subtropics or anywhere humid?
Well, I just got back from Ecuador recently. What does that have to do with it?
I'm thinking it might be possible that you're bitten by a parasite like a mosquito and contracted lymphatic filariasis. This is a disease caused by roundworms and spread by mosquitoes. See, the swelling you have here is called elephantiasis. This is edema with thickening of the skin and underlying tissues. Elephantiasis results when parasites lodge in the lymphatic system.
Wait, but what does that mean?
So, the lymphatic system is a really important part of your body. Lymphatic vessels transport excess fluid from interstitial spaces in most tissues and return it to the bloodstream with the opposing forces of plasma colloid osmotic pressure and capillary blood pressure. These two forces help maintain the body's homeostasis of fluid balance.
Blood pressure is greater at an arterial end of the capillary than at the venular end. Therefore, the filtration effects occurs primarily at the arteriolar ends of the capillaries. Impermeable solutes on one side of the cell membrane creates an osmotic pressure. These plasma proteins trapped in the capillaries create an osmotic pressure that draws water into the capillaries. This is called osmotic pressure. In the end, more fluid is filtered than reabsorbed, and this is where the lymphatic capillaries come in to return it back to the bloodstream. Openings in capillary walls are thin slits with endothelial cells overlap. The method of membrane transport is simple diffusion or osmosis because the cells are single-layered simple squamous epithelial cells.
Alright. Oh, I read somewhere that lymph is like that green alien blood stuff. Is that true?
Lymph is interstitial fluid that is inside lymphatic vessels, so no.
Lymph movement is also driven by muscular activity and pressure changes from breathing. Skeletal muscle contraction helps pump lymph through lymphatic vessels. Also, smooth muscle is in the walls of larger lymphatic trunks can contract and compress the lymph inside, forcing the fluid onward. Breathing creates a lower pressure area in the thoracic cavity while the contracting diaphragm increases pressure in the abdominal cavity. So this is how lymph is squeezed out of the abdominal vessels into thoracic vessels. The structure of the vessels here include valves that help prevent backflow, contributing to its function of propelling the fluid onward.
Don't forget, another function of the lymphatic system is to provide immunity. Cells and biochemicals of the lymphatic system launch both generalized and targeted attacks against foreign particles and toxins.
How does that work?
So one of the lymphatic organs is the thymus, which is near the heart. It houses many lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell. It produces cells that provide immunity, such as T lymphocytes or B lymphocytes. There are also the spleen that contains macrophages that engulf and destroy foreign particles such as bacteria that is then carried in the blood by the circulatory system to be filtered out.
The human body has nonspecific innate defense and adaptive or specific defense or immunity. Innate defense mechanisms include mechanical barriers like the skin and chemical barriers like gastric juice with high pH. The inflammatory response and fevers are the body's way of trying to maintain homeostasis by fighting the invaders.
The body's third line of defense is immunity, which consists of lymphocytes, B and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes produce antibodies against specific antigens in what is called the humoral response.
That's right.
Wow, this is great information. So what do I even have?
You have edema. In your case, it was caused by the bug bite from when you were in Ecuador. It made more blood flow to your capillaries, causing excess fluid to enter the spaces between tissue cells in response to histamine, which vasodilates, which is basically makes the blood vessels bigger, and the arterioles to increase capillary permeability. So basically, a lot of fluid leaks out of the capillaries and overwhelms lymphatic drainage. This swelling is also an inflammatory response, and the heat is a result of an increased level of cellular activity in the region.
Am I gonna die?
No, don't worry. I mean, we can easily treat it. But you know what? These abrasions here, they kind of concern me.
Can I just take some like medicine or antibiotics?
Not a problem. Take this to the pharmacy and you'll be better in no time.
Swag. Alright, cool. Ah, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for coming to
Thank
our
you.
hospital.
Here's my crutches. Alright, bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye. Oh, shit. Alright. Yo, Doc, there's something wrong with my leg. It's freaking orange.
Oh, let me take a look at it.
What the hell?
We better get you to the OR now. You have flesh-eating bacteria.
Bruh.